Welcome back. A lot of kids might be a little nervous about going back to school right now, so our next guest is using humor to help with the transition. Mike Farrell is one of the co-authors of the Lily and Timmy series. This is the second book. It's called Lily and Timmy Go Back to School. Hi, Mike.
Good morning, Molly. How are you?
I'm doing great. Great to talk to you. I know last time that you visited with us, you chatted with Tiff, so it's great to meet you.
It's great to meet you as well. Your last guest is very difficult to follow after with her talks on Survivor and Elmo and makeup tutorials.
Yeah,
I hope that I compare.
And my guess is you probably have never tried raccoon.
I have not tried raccoon. I think that the most interesting thing I've ever eaten was some type of turtle, and of course I had to have been in Louisiana. So that's about all I've done.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me, the first book that you shared with us was Super Awesome, Incredible COVID-19 B-Day, and this book is Lily and Timmy Go Back to School. So tell us what this book is about.
Yes, so the first book, these twins were supposed to go to Disneyland for their birthday, but then they had to shelter in place instead, and then mom had to figure out what to do for their birthday party. For the second book, it picks up 6 months later, and like many of your viewers in Milwaukee, they don't know what the school year is going to look like. So our book takes our 6-year-old twins, it's their first day of first grade, and it's a little bit different than usual. There's sanitation stations. We've got these health and safety minions that we've dispersed comedically throughout the book that are doing temperature checks and making sure that no items from the outside world are coming into the school. So we poke a lot of fun at some of the post-lockdown back-to-school humor.
See, and I like that because it's such a serious time and it's such a scary time for so many people, especially if they know someone close to them who's been ill. But I love that you use humor because I think we have to keep some levity in life. I mean, the dad's on a keto diet, he's unemployed, so the mom tells him, I think you need to get a job. And he's like, I'm the happiest I've ever been, doing his exercise. And then he makes social utility distancing belts for the kids. I mean, and there's Mr. Handsome, the teacher. I love that you use humor in it.
Well, we feel like if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry, right? So right now there's a lot of negativity going on, a lot of fears, and so we just wanted to take some of these fears all the way out, take some of the bad stuff that's been going on with COVID all the way out so that we can all share a laugh and just escape for a moment. But I'm glad that you read so much of the book, though. I appreciate that you picked up all of those subtle nuances, like the dad on his keto diet. I love that.
Yeah, it's just so, I just feel like it's so ultimately topical and current. That's what I think is great about it. But you have a background in comedy. You were an intern for The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien, which is really cool. I know you recently created a TV pilot that you're going to shop to the networks. I guess maybe once or twice before, but I haven't talked to a lot of people with a comedic background who've also written children's books. But I think it's a great concept because you have that skill and to share it with kids, I think is perfect.
Well, thank you so much. When I was working on The Tonight Show as an intern, they called me Clonin' O'Brien when I was on the show because I guess I've got the whole hair thing going. But through watching that show before I became an intern and then working on the show, you kind of pick up a little bit of the comedic knack. So I'm glad that we get to put that in the book. And now my mom thinks, I'm glad that I have something for my mom to read because she didn't like all of the sophomoric humor in my TV pilots and stuff like that. So she actually likes these books.
Right? See, yeah, children's books, she can go and tell her friends when she has coffee or breakfast with them. I'm so proud of my son, the children's book author. See, that works.
Yes. Otherwise, she's just, she gives all of her love to my other brother who's a helicopter pilot in the Coast Guard. So I'm glad that I'm getting a little bit of attention from my parents.
Yeah, your job maybe not quite as risky, although being a comedian is pretty risky if you ask me. I wonder about your book because you do such a great job of using comedy. I'm sure you felt also some sort of responsibility to include protocol, maybe follow CDC guidelines. Did you feel that sort of pressure, responsibility to be sure you were sticking to safety?
Yes. So the very first thing that I did, or my co-author and I, is we called a mom blogger. One of our friends, Tara Clark, Modern Mom Props is her Instagram. She's got quite the following, and I asked her. I said, "Hey, what book should I do? Should I do a summer vacation one or a back to school?" She said, "Back to school." But if you do it, here's what's going on, because she's got a child right now, and she's in the New York school system. So she told me, look at the CDC guidelines, look at this. So our book isn't completely per CDC guidelines. We did as best as we could to protect our fictional characters, but we're pretty close, and we think that we were responsible, and the parents will appreciate it.
I love it. It was so great talking to you and getting a chance to meet you. Congratulations on this book, and we look forward to your next one.
Thank you, Molly. We can't wait to bring it to you. We don't know what it's going to be yet, but we cannot wait to bring it to you.
Sounds good. Great talking to you. Thanks again, Mike.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. The Lily and Timmy series, including Go Back to School, is available on Amazon.